when you kick off after dark. The Raging Cajuns will put total leather and will get started. On the move from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So Rice's offense will go to work first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Rides the back on the option to give. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So the Louisiana Raging Cajuns offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. That they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Howard. Unloads it left. He makes a catch. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him think I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page, first down.
He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
The give on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
And the Raging Cajuns are on the move. Running back searching for a hole. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to throw. It's Howard. Quick strike complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
The Raging Cajuns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Just drives it between the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides.
We're on TV. Make some noise. It's 3rd down.
That's going to do it for the quarter, guys. Louisiana has the lead here. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Trying play action. Under fire. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Looking to pass, it's Howard. Got it in the middle, it's Jensen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage, and he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush, he didn't hurry, he took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Finds his man, it's Jensen. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
And the Raging Cajuns really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. They pick up that first down easily. You wonder sometimes if you're 2-down territory there, you take a shot on 3rd and run it on 4th, but they opt to just move the chains here.
Man, I laugh now watching watching quarterback sneaks. It looks a lot less fun than back in my day when I played, because not only are you getting hit from the front now if you're a quarterback, but you've got your own guys running into your back now as well. We see these push plays more and more often today in college football. No fun.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. Breaks into the open. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
QB draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And they try to sneak the draw play in there and try to show pass right away, get it to the running back. Defense not fooled in the slightest. Nice job getting upfield, getting to the running back, getting him on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the boot, looking for his man. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Howard. That's caught, it's Perry. He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed, and if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Williams.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
The Raging Cajuns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Raging Cajuns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's Jensen. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
The Raging Cajuns will line it up on 1st and 10. He's got it on the run. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The run to the right. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Looking to fire. Got his man. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
And the Owls come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Trying to beat the D deep. Pulls in the deep ball. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Under fire. Quarterback desperately trying to get it off, and he cannot, and that'll bring us to the end of the 1st half. And do you think there will be second guessing about passing on a field goal try? That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Lafayette. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Our Lady of Lourdes Stadium.
Bryce ready to kick off and get things started here in the 2nd half. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. To the air, it's Howard. He's going to throw deep right side. Makes a grab deep. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's caught! Touchdown, Cajuns!
Wow, what a play. We're going to need to see that again to make sure he makes this catch and gets the foot in bounds. That was a great acrobatic play, understanding where you're at on the field to make that big catch.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And he tacks on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking for room, it's Jackson. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Gets it out quickly. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, the running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
To throw, it's Howard. Finds his man, it's Robertson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Here's a heat. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up.
And this is why you don't want to get in these situations. 3rd and long, defense knows it's pass. They're playing pass, playing deep. QB has nowhere to go with the football, so he just throws it away.
And the Raging Cajuns send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Touch pass on the jet sweep. Makes his man miss. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play.
Hold it.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of his spot.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
The Raging Cajuns come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jensen. Right down the gut of the field. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Looking for a man, it's Howard. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass.
Number 95 set to kick this one away.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
First down for the offense.
That's the end of the period. It's Louisiana in the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So 1st down, we'll open up the final period. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
The Owls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Right on the money. They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the 4th quarter.
He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he's got some space. And he gives himself up, but not before he moves those sticks.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
It's a reverse. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
And the Owls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
On TV, make some noise. It's 3rd down.
The Owls are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Had to get rid of it quickly. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And that decision will be questioned for a while. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, obviously, this game has not been the best statistically of this guy's career so far, but the important thing is you win. And to do that, they need him to play really well here in the 4th quarter. They're going to keep giving him the football with the lead in this juncture, and this is where he needs to have his best runs of the game.
Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Jensen. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. from the gun. The running back looking for room. That's a live ball. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker. And the Raging Cajuns can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Caught in the backfield, it's Jensen. Touchdown, Louisiana! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. They stop the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book.